Hey guys, thanks so much for coming in for a video today. I thought I'd bring you my sales videos. This is by no means everything that I sold, but I just want to give you the most interesting ones. This is a beautiful ballerina doll. I paid $2 for her and I sold her for $75. Look at that beautiful face. And she had pink hair as well. She's just beautiful. She's articulated. And so I put her in different poses. I found her buried under a bunch of other dolls, and again, $2 turned into $75 for her, but she was just gorgeous. And what was really unique about her were those toe shoes. They were actually from Capezio, and they were removable, and they were rubber. They were so cute. All right, then I got this pendant. I got this at the Goodwill, and I believe I paid about $1.50 for it. I think it was $2.99, but with my discounts, I got it for like $1.50. It was really pretty, but it's just kind of the new jewelry that they put out at Goodwill. I don't know if your Goodwill is like that, but they have a big selection of new jewelry that's, you know, tagged, and you can tell it hasn't been used. Well, I sold that for $25, but again, it was very pretty. It was large, and I believe those stones were just plastic, but they were just really nicely set. So that's sold. And then this is something from Avon, and I hate when people bash on Avon because Avon makes the most beautiful jewelry, and it's always well made as well. And this one sold for $15. It's a big puffy red heart. I really liked it, and that sold for $15, as I said. But yeah, Avon makes really good jewelry, guys. I have some pieces that I've had for many years, and they just don't come apart. They don't fade. The gold color stays intact. So I'm really always happy when I find something unique from Avon. It does really well for me. All right, and then coming up is a North Face. Oh, that was pretty big. I had it all measured there. Okay, this is a North Face jacket. It was also really cute. I think I paid $3 for this. I think I've mentioned to you before that I don't like to go over $3 or $4, and usually I even get them for half off, so maybe $1.50 for any kind of a piece of clothing that I get, because I just never know if I'm going to wind up clearing it out for $10 or wind up making some money on it. Well, this one I sold for $20. It was really cute. It had some ruching on it. The color was beautiful. I really liked it. I was going to keep it, but it didn't fit me. It was too tight. But it had a lot of nice detail on it, and that raspberry color is really pretty too. And of course I show the zipper and all of the details on that. And then here is a beautiful silk Ralph Lauren blouse. I also love that too, but when I put it on, I don't know, it just kind of looked like a pajama on me, so I decided to sell it. And that sold for $24. Again, that was 100% silk, red, white, and blue. Beautiful colors, just a really nice blouse, and I love polka dots as well. And it kind of had a nautical look, but then a whimsical look, and it was just really cute. I really loved it, but it just didn't look good on me, so I sold it for $24. And again, my price point on clothing is usually $2 to $3. Here is a Territoria Head men's Hawaiian shirt. This was a nice thick fabric too. It had kind of a texture to it, and that sold for $20. And most of my clothing I do free shipping. It's really not very heavy, so I wind up paying $2.77, maybe $5 if I put it in an envelope. But most of my shipping most of my clothing goes free shipping. Most of my sales go free shipping. All right, and actually these are just some of my sales from one of my stores. I think only the ballerina was from my other store, but all of these other ones are from the store that I'm kind of mostly focusing on fashion, clothing, accessories, handbags, and that kind of thing. So I didn't bring you everything. I sold Denny's mugs and just all kinds of stuff, and I even sold some cufflinks, but I couldn't find the picture. eBay didn't save the picture, but I sold some cufflinks for $100 that I found for, I believe, $4. All right, here's a hematite, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but it's a really heavy pendant. It was sterling. I've had it in my collection forever. That sold for $25, and that was just the pendant alone. It was fully hallmarked as well. I think it's even numbered there, or maybe that was the year it was made. I don't know. It says 2000 on there. So yeah, I think that sold for $25. And then here is something interesting that I actually purchased on eBay probably 3 or 4 years ago, and I think I paid $40 for it, or $35. Well, it sold for $49. So James Avery definitely holds its value. This is the choker that they still make. It's a leather choker. It looks great with big pendants. And I think what really held the value on this one as well is that it was a chocolate brown, and the more common one that a lot of people have is the black one. So I think that's why I was able to still get $49 for it. And that's not too much less than what it sells for retail at the stores. So the only thing I can think of is that the chocolate color may have been retired. Okay, here's a really cute brooch. This had sort of like a sprinkling of glitter on it. It was a very unique method, and then some enamel as well. So it's a cardinal brooch that sold for $18. And I don't even remember what I paid for this brooch. I have such a big collection of brooches, but I usually didn't pay more than $2 or $3 for them as well. If I paid $4 for them, that was too much. So I know I usually just paid about $2 or $3. And really pretty. That sold about a month ago too, so people are already buying all their Christmas things. To me, this looks really Christmassy and pretty. All right, then here's something coming up. These are some boots that I actually got free. A coworker of mine last year brought me a bag full of shoes that she said were her sister's. They were beautiful, all kinds of name brands, and these were Via Spiga, 100% leather sole. I did only sell those for $39. That was interesting to me, but I put them on sale. I had them almost a year already, so I especially don't like to hold on to shoes for too long. So I ran a clearance sale on them, and like I said, I had nothing invested in them. That was still a good $30 profit for me. I wish they would have fit me. They were absolutely beautiful, but they were a size 10. And yeah, they were really pretty, suede with a little panel there of sort of a neoprene. Very pretty detail on there with the buckle. Here's a double XL sweater that was new with tags. Really pretty, sort of a blush color. And that sold for $28. And again, this, I know I wasn't in it for more than $2 or $3. Picked it up at a thrift store. As most of these things were picked up at thrift stores, or like I said, some of the jewelry is from my collection. But yeah, $28 on that really cute, sort of a poncho sweater, but it did have the sleeves. And I do have a mannequin there. She's a full-size mannequin, and she's a plus-size mannequin. I've talked to you about her before. All right, here's some Allen Edmonds that I did pay up for, in my opinion, and you know, for me. I paid $14 for them, and I believe they were $20, but with my discount at the Goodwill, I got them for $14 or so. But they sold for $75. I was really happy to sell those as well. These had been listed for a good year as well. I think it was because they are sort of a casual look. They're a really, really nice gray. They have sort of a weathered finish on them, and they're super, super soft. I really, really like those shoes. I wanted to give them to my son, but they're not his size. I don't know if he would have liked them, but I just thought they were so nice. And but they finally sold for a good profit there, $75. Okay, and then again with men's, this is a pair of Perry Ellis. These were new with tags, and these sold for $21, and I believe I paid $2 or $3 for these as well. As you know, I usually go to the Salvation Army when it's half price. I get a discount at the Goodwill, and Value Village and Thrift Village here in Houston is incredibly cheap prices. I can stay in that $2 to $3 price point very easily. I think I paid $1 for this jacket here. This is a vintage Nike, but this is from I think it's a hiking group out of Oregon. I don't know if that logo stands for the Oregon trees, or I don't know, something like that. They've actually got sort of a nature name, and I looked it up, so I put in all the details in the listing. It was really a really cute jacket though, and it's got a nice metal pull there on the zipper, a zipper pull, Nike, the Nike swoosh symbol there. So that sold for $30, guys. I was really happy about that. That took a little while too. That took about 6 months to sell, but that was a good price on it. Here's some Vanelli all leather shoes. These sold for $20, and the shoes, my price point on shoes that I usually get at the Goodwill, because they're the ones that have some of the best prices and brands and everything, I usually don't go over $6. They're anywhere from $4 to $6. So that was still a good price on those, and I ship them in a poly bag if they're lightweight. If they're heavy, I'll put them in the padded bag for the priority. price. This is one of the perfumes that I sold. I did sell the other one on my other eBay store. I sold the other one for $35 or $39, and then this one sold for $30. And I picked these up at a garage sale. The guy told me, I talked to you about it in my haul. The guy was saying $10 a piece. Well, I did pay $10 a piece, but I managed to get him to throw in 2 items for free. One being a Polo Sport jacket, one of Ralph Lauren's 90s iconic pieces. So that was a really good flip on those garage sale finds. Here's a vintage Nike shirt. I am only, well, you can't hardly see it. Sorry about that. I'm only showing you this because it's one of the higher priced t-shirts that I sold. It sold for $15. I sold a lot of t-shirts, but mostly I get $10 to $15 for them, and I didn't want to put them all in this video because it would go really, really long. So definitely these are not all my sales. I paid $1 for these Nike shoes at a Salvation half price sale, Salvation Army, and those sold for $16. Really lightweight kids shoes. Those were really small, and they didn't cost me very much to ship as well. And they were pretty, I thought they were in pretty good shape, but when I looked at them closer, they did have a couple of stitches missing, so we had to picture all of that. But they were still cute, and I still, you know, more than tripled my money there, so that was good. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been to this half-price Salvation Army. I need to get out there. Here's a sterling pendant that's from my collection as well. It hung on a leather cord, really pretty, sort of a free-flowing heart there, and that sold for $20. And then here is a hat that I picked up for $1 at a charity shop. It's a Liz Claiborne, sort of a page boy hat. What do they call these hats? I forget. But anyway, it was in very good condition. You could tell it was hardly worn, if worn at all. And it was the softest, richest velvet as well. So that sold for $22. And again, I only paid $1 for that at a charity shop. Those are not very good pictures. I really need to practice what I preach, but sometimes you're in a hurry. Interesting story on this Radiohead shirt. Picked it up for $1 or $2, and that sold. I had it for $99, but I took a best offer of $66, and I have a long story to share with you about this shirt, and I will do that in my next live vlog. I'm going to do a little live chit chat or something coming up this week, so stay tuned for that because I really want to tell you a little bit about that. But yeah, that went on the global shipping. I think she paid about $30 to get that shipped, so pretty much she wound up paying about $100. But it is a vintage, genuine vintage shirt there from Radiohead. And I didn't realize that it was worth that much money till I posted it on Instagram, and I got a lot of reaction about it. So then I did a little bit more research, and I realized it was definitely worth what I listed it for. I love what I just sold today, guys. This sold for $150. I had it for $300, but I did take a best offer. This is a vintage YSL Yves Saint Laurent blazer. It's a wool silk blend, beautiful gray color. I picked this up at a charity shop for, I believe, $14. Well, I think it might have even been on sale for $10. But I knew it would sell. I knew it would be a little bit of a long tail, but indeed we did sell it today. And like I said, I had it for $300, but I did take that offer because, hey, $150 is pretty good when you only invested $14 in it, right? Maybe a little bit less, I think 10. But it was gorgeous too. It really was. It is a very pretty jacket. It's called the Admiral jacket. I researched it as well. And it's got that high collar that you can button up all the way to the top there. Guys, that's the end of my video. Please give me a thumbs up. Please come back and see another video soon, and I'll talk to you then. Bye.